Hello and welcome back after a week off to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hi, Mandy.
You know what, Teddy? It's good to be back. Hi.
It's good to be back. Listen, you want to know what? Okay. Do you remember a couple, I don't know, it was like a year and a half ago when I got hit by like Hurricane Helene and lost power?
Yes, I do remember that.
So I, for some reason, have been feeling the same kind of like wave of sadness and like overwhelmingness and like helplessness that I felt during that time. Like just with like life right now and like everything going on, I just feel truly like, I said this to my husband last night. Was it last night? Yeah, maybe last night. And I was like, I just feel like I'm like dreading the work week because I know how hard it's going to be. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm like dreading what I know is going to be like just a wild, long, hard day. And it feels comparable to that, where it's just like I have no control over the things that are bringing me stress. Right. You know, I can only do so much, and I feel like helpless. And so I feel like I've felt like that kind of sadness over the past, I don't know, probably like 5 or 6 days. But yeah, that's a heavy start to the podcast. But like, I've been feeling that way for the past 5 or 6 days. And I'm like, dang it.
Right.
I don't want
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have been going through the ringer for the past almost 2 weeks now. It's been almost 2 weeks of just one thing after another. And it is so normal to feel that way when things just add up the way that they are. And I think it's good to talk about it because there could be some people listening here who are also going through some rough times or may be feeling that way going into the weekend or the week or are bogged down by stress. So I think it's good to talk about them and just be honest about the feelings. And I think, you know what, no matter what you're going through, it's good to talk about it. So you've had one heck of the last 2 weeks. I've been like lost for words. I kept saying that to you in our text messages because I'm like, I don't even know how to respond to this because it's been appalling just what's been going on. And
yeah,
bananas.
It feels so trivial, but then it's like, it's been so all consuming. So for anyone who doesn't know, Miles went in for a CT scan, 2 Fridays ago. So 2 weeks ago when this podcast came out. Yep. And it was supposed to be like pretty basic. Went in for a CT scan. I asked the doctor, the veterinarian, if we could just do sedation as opposed to anesthesia. She agreed. She was like, it's going to be super easy. He'll go under light sedation. Everything will be fine. It's going to be super easy. The scan itself will take about 4 minutes and you'll be good. And then he'll need like a couple hours to like come out of the sedation and to come out of like his wooziness. And then we're going to send him home. So it'll be genuinely like, we'll only need him for like an hour and a half, whatever. I was like, perfect. So I leave. And then a few hours went by and I was like, what the heck is going on? And I was texting you and I was like, I still haven't heard from them. Like, what is going on? Like the scan was supposed to take 4 minutes and that was an hour and a half ago. And they still haven't told me that it was done. And I was supposed to get a notification like, hey, it's done. He's in recovery or sedation, whatever, the procedures, the scan's done. And I never did. So ended up, he did not react well to the contrast that they inject during a CT scan. Yeah. So the vet told me that it's super, super, super rare that this happens. There's literally a 1 in 10,000 chance that this happens.
Wow.
And it happened to Miles, where he was injected with the CT contrast and his body just didn't like it and he immediately started having a seizure. And so they took him off. Like luckily we have an amazing internal medicine vet. Like she's a specialist. She just deals with internal medicine and she immediately like noticed that he was having a seizure, which is like, I think harder for a dog when they're under sedation, right? So like they like lose control and I'm sure probably even harder under anesthesia, but she recognized the signs that like he was having a seizure. She immediately like stopped administrating the drug the fluid and then started flushing his system out. He was sent to the ICU and his kidneys were like flushed out with fluids to try to like get them out of the shock that they were obviously in from this fluid that his body didn't agree with, whatever.
Right.
And I just wasn't like filled in. So all of this had happened.
Right. That to me was the most shocking part.
Yeah.
Right
That like
that
they
day.
didn't just be like, even like I get like wanting to get him stable and like
for sure
whatever before like calling me and freaking me out. But it had been like a couple of hours and I was like, he was supposed to be done a couple hours ago. Right. With like a 4-minute scan. Like what the heck's going on?
So in that point, either A, there's another emergency happening, God forbid,
1,000%.
someone else's pet, or something happened during the test to your pet.
And that's what I was thinking was like, this wasn't supposed to be I didn't think anything could happen to Miles. Like it was a scan. He's just going for a scan. It's not like he's going under surgery. So I really wasn't that worried for Miles. In my head, I think I was kind of like, the place that he's the veterinary office that he's been going to for all of this is not his normal vet, but it's like it's an emergency vet / specialist.
Right.
So it's like the internal medicine vet is there, but then there's also like an emergency side of like the office.
Right.
And so in my head I was like, oh yeah, maybe there was an emergency and like they didn't do his scan or they had to like push it back, which like in my head I'm like, that's totally fine. That's okay. Like we can wait a few hours. If it's going to save another pet's life, like not a problem.
Just maybe a heads up would have been like.
Right.
Kind of
And so in my head, I was like, but after a few hours went by, I was like, okay, that's why I think I wasn't panicked for like the first hour. But after like a couple of hours, I called the front desk and was like, yo,
yes,
I'm on my way. I was supposed to be able to pick my dog up a couple of hours ago. And so I'm on my way. What's going on with my dog? And the front desk lady was like, yeah, let me check. And then she came back and she was like, so can you come back at like 5:30 and get him? And I was like, I was supposed to be able to pick him up at noon. Like, what do you mean come back at 5:30? Is everything okay? Like, did something go wrong? And she was like, yeah, I don't know. They just asked me to have you come back then.
I was like, yep.
I was like, what? What do you mean? Like, what? And so
that
anyway,
conversation does not sit well with me. Like that conversation right there is what looking back on this situation, am like, absolutely not. Like that is
She's
not
like,
how you
I was
handle
like,
that.
Did something go wrong? And she was like, I don't know. And I don't think she knew. I think the front desk lady like maybe just didn't know. Like I think truly it just wasn't like communicated well to her. And so I don't think she was like trying to hide anything from me, but like, of course I'm like, did something go wrong? Like, why? Right. So anyway, shortly thereafter, within 10 minutes of me calling and having that conversation, the vet then called me and filled me in on what had happened and told me that Miles, they wanted to keep an eye on Miles over the next couple of hours so that they can make sure that like he was doing okay post seizures and stuff. So anyway, Miles, he ended up coming home. He was super lethargic, whatever. Scan was over. All that to say, it was a $3,500 scan. The CT scan was $3,500. And because he had the bad reaction to the scan, only half of it was done, but we still, of course, got charged the full amount, and we didn't get the full results and benefit of a scan.
Healthcare.
But and then ICU and all of the stuff that came after that. So super fun. Anywho, he came home and immediately like wasn't feeling good. He was having diarrhea. He was throwing up, which like in my head, normal with a dog who's like coming out of sedation, you know, like it wasn't anesthesia, it was sedation. But I was like, I think he's probably just reacting poorly to like the sedation and, or maybe like his body's still getting like flushing out that contrast or something's going on where he's just not vibing well with it. Well, that started on Saturday, the diarrhea. And then it was like super dark and then got super bloody and it just continued. So like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, continued. Tuesday, Rowan then started getting sick and started throwing up and having diarrhea. And it's been wild because both dogs, like golden retrievers, absolutely, I love them. Like, I don't know if I'll ever have another dog in my life other than Goldens. Like, I adore them. However, my boys specifically have a lot of feathers and we haven't gotten them groomed since like Christmas, I think. So it's been like 5 months, I think, since we've groomed them. And their feathers get like crazy. They get like fluffy and feathery and whatever. Yeah. And so when they have diarrhea, it just drips down their feathers. Like it gets in their tail and gets on their tail feathers, and then also gets down their like booty cheeks where they're like super fluffy. And so, and it's not even just like wipeable. Like you can't like get a paper towel and just wipe it off. It's like gets in there. So you have to like get the hose. You have to pull them over to the hose them off. Like have my husband hold the tail up so that I can, in every single time. And it takes like 15 minutes to give them like a rinse off post poo.
Right.
And these dogs are pooping every hour.
Right.
Both of them. So it has just been absolutely bananas here. They have both over the past couple of weeks, I think I counted, and I think I've been back to that vet's office. It was either 8 or 9 times in the last week and a half. Like I've been at that vet's office. We have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to like get our boys healthy again, because pooping blood is not good. No. And yeah, so they both had fecal transfers, which I learned what a fecal transfer was.
Same. You introduced me to that. I never knew that was a thing.
And they keep calling it, and like my husband called me. All this happened Tuesday. Roni started getting sick, and then Wednesday morning, I will say every night we have been up. Like I haven't gotten a good night's sleep, and like an actual full night's sleep, like fell asleep and then woke up when I was supposed to wake up in about 2 weeks. It's been a week and a half at this recording, because we're always up cleaning up somebody's poop, or letting somebody out, or letting somebody out and then having to give them a bath before we let them back in, or whatever. And so I started feeling really gross Wednesday morning. So Roni started getting sick Tuesday. Miles was still really sick. And then Wednesday morning I woke up and I sat up in my bed. It was like, I don't know, 4:30 maybe. We got up to deal with one of the dogs doing something, had to take him out. And I think somebody had an accident and there was poop, and then somebody stepped in it, and there were footprints all the way through the house. And it was just like one of those, one of the several dozens of incidents that we've had where like poop was tracked through the house, whatever. And I sat up in bed to like get up and help. And all of a sudden I got so dizzy, and I was like, holy cow, why am I so dizzy? And it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock. I was like, what is going on? And I got so dizzy in that moment that I immediately had to run to the bathroom and throw up. And I was like, what is going on? And then I like went, and then it happened again. And I was like trying to figure out what was going on. I spent the rest of that Wednesday in so much agony. I was like, did I get what the dogs have? Like I genuinely, like I had diarrhea and vomiting. And I was like, do I have what the dogs have? Like what is going on? So I was like looking up like diseases or like illnesses that like Miles could have gotten from the vet and then given to Roni and then given to me. And I was like, what is going on? Like, do I have Giardia, whatever it is? All that to say, throughout the course of that day, I realized I probably just have severe vertigo. And I was having like these bouts of dizziness throughout the entire day Wednesday that would get so intense that I would throw up. And it like it was all day, and it got worse Wednesday night. And so just not fun. But that was going on with me. The boys ended up having fecal transplants, which I will say, on top of all of the meds, like these boys are on so many medications, anti-nausea medications and probiotics and not injections, but like they're like syringes full of like probiotic stuff that we have to like squeeze into their mouth and stuff. Yes. Dewormers, like we're just whatever. Gosh. There's so many medicines they're taking. Like genuinely, I think Miles is on like 7 medications right now. Oh my
goodness.
It's wild. And some of them have to be taken with food, and some of them he won't eat, and some of them whatever. Some of them have to be given about an hour before food or else he won't eat. It's just a disaster. So anyway, I am tired, and that's been my life, is cleaning up dog poop. And I think on top of it, it's been hard because the house we have tried so hard to keep it clean,
Mhm.
but like Rowan will have an accident and then track it all over the house. And then he'll have an accident and go sit on the couch. Like we left the house for like 30 minutes on last Saturday, and Rowan had diarrhea by the back door and then had a poop covered butt, and then decided he just wanted to go sit on the couch, but decided he wanted to sit on every cushion of the couch. And so he had diarrhea stains on every cushion of the couch, and it is rancid, like so stinky. And so we're like cleaning our couch with like the carpet cleaner thing, and we're cleaning the carpets, and we have tarps everywhere. And our house like just feels gross. Like I feel like I've washed my hands and showered more in the last week and a half than I feel like I have in the last like 2 months combined. I don't know. It's wild. I've been taking like 5 or 6 showers a day because and like before I get into bed, I'm like, I can't get into my bed without, there was poop on my bedspread, and I just slept in my bed for a couple days. I was like, you know what? There's poop on it.
I get it.
I can't. And so I've just been living in this like state of so overwhelmed and so tired, but feeling like I don't have reprieve in my own home. Like I can't just go sit on the couch and take a break. I can't just go sit on the couch and scroll on TikTok for 20 minutes because my couch is covered in poop. I can't just go sit in bed because my bed has poop on it. I can't sit on the back couch outside because there's poop on it. Like it's been one of those, like if I want to sit, I have to sit at the kitchen counter.
Right.
And so I just, no. And on top of that, I then started my period and have just like, then I have been a disaster with like just keeping myself clean. And, you know,
it is, I hope everyone realizes that last week when we took a break, this is why, like there are some times where you need some decompression time. And on top of it, like, let's not forget that Miles is a senior dog. So the fact that he was so sick, that's like mentally very scary and draining, because I remember texting you and I was getting nervous for you for Miles, because I was like, nothing can happen to this dog. Like nothing can happen to her child. And I'm going to compare it to literally having a fresh, brand new newborn child. Like it sound like the sleeplessness, the exhaustion, there's no winning. Like that is what this sounds like. You don't get to just like sit and stop. You're constantly needed. There's something constantly you have to clean and do. And that is really, really rough on the body and the mind and all parties involved. So you guys have been going through it. It's been one heck of a past 2 weeks. And like, I mean, even right now, sitting here looking at you, you have a blue tarp across your office floor. And every picture she sent me over the past like 2 weeks has been a poopy butt, poopy tail feathers, as you would say, or like poopy carpets and tarped carpets. And I'm like, I'm at a loss of like what to say, because I want to just like fly down and come help, because that is truly just all-consuming, horrific.
It's so bad. And I
disastrous.
I think what makes it worse too is that my little brother, he's 2 years younger than me, he just got a new job. And so he's leaving a job that he's been at for the past few years and he loves, and is starting a new job and is just going to be like super busy. Like he works a lot. Like if he gets one day off a week, that's like, I think a big deal for him. So he works a ton, and he is starting this new job in a couple of weeks. And so my sister-in-law reached out and was like, hey, we want to come down and maybe visit for a couple of days. And I was like, totally. Like they've never been down to visit before. I was like, I just think that was like so sweet that he wanted to come down during like his week off and spend some time here. Like I thought that was like the sweetest thing. So and then they have 2 daughters, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And so I was like, absolutely. Like, that's so, we'd love to have you for a couple of days. And we had to cancel their trip because this house is certainly not safe for a 3 and a 1-year-old.
Right. Cause that's a lot. Like if you got something from them or a bug from them or whatever, like kids will get into anything. And if there's like poopy butts and poopy spots, they will
right. They're going to get sick and it's not going to be good.
Right,
so that was a bummer too. It was like, I was looking forward to like seeing my brother and spending time with them, and
I had to cancel that. But hopefully you guys can replan at some point. I know he's going to be busy, but yeah, it's just unfortunate, the series of events that have unfolded.
Yeah. Okay, so before we leave poop,
let's talk about poop some more.
I've been talking about poop so much. Before we leave the topic of poop, I have a colonoscopy the day this episode comes out. And I decided that I was going to make a purchase to aid in said colonoscopy and colonoscopy prep. And I bought a bidet.
You bought a bidet. Okay.
I bought a bidet. Okay. And I ordered it, and it was like $130, I think. It's from a brand called Tushy on Amazon. Okay. And I ordered it, and I installed it on my toilet all by myself because my husband thinks it's weird and he will not touch it. He has no interest in this thing. Okay. And so I had to do the plumbing, and I know I took a note from your husband's book not to like turn too tightly.
Don't overturn the water pipes. Okay. Good.
Nope. And I didn't even use tools. I turned them as tight as I could, but just with my hand. Like I didn't use any tools. So I think I'm probably fine. And nothing has broken thus far. But I ordered a bidet because I think it'll be really helpful when I have to do my colonoscopy prep. And so that my little booty doesn't get raw like Rowan's.
Yeah, I would say use that. And if you have like get baby wipes or like wet
I have
wipes,
some of those. Yep. I got some of those at Costco.
Helpful. It's not too, you'll be all right. I would say the water stuff, like, wiping hurts after a while.
Do you know what prep you've used?
Yes. So let me ask you this though. Did they give you drinks or did they give you powders to add to drinks?
Drinks, I think.
So they gave you like pre-mixed bottles of drinks that you just drink straight.
So I've done some research on like TikTok, and I've seen people get this like giant bottle, like a giant bottle that has powder in the bottom that they have to like fill with water and drink. But that looks like a lot of liquid. The prep that they prescribed me is apparently supposed to be a little bit better, but I don't know, never done it. And it's called Suprep, SUPREP. And they're like smaller, like pre-filled. I think they're bottles of liquid, but you do still have to like mix it with water or Sprite or something. You can mix it with other stuff. Yeah. And so I think it's like 2 16-ounce bottle or 2 16-ounce drinks I have to drink over the course of, I don't know.
So read the thing. I remember when I've done mine, you have to like mix them into a bunch of drinks. And my biggest recommendation is getting a few different kinds of drinks and probably not a lot of carbonation because your belly will start to hurt. This stuff, it's not bad at first, but after like an hour or so when you're drinking it, it's nasty. It's foul. So I would recommend getting like a Gatorade, something with electrolytes, maybe one thing with some bubbles.
So you have to drink yours for a few hours? It took you that long?
It takes forever. And it is so much liquid.
Okay, mine's not. So what they prescribed me, the stuff that I have is a 6-ounce bottle. It says pour 1 6-ounce bottle into the container, fill to the 16-ounce line with water and drink. So I only have to drink 16 ounces of liquid.
You know what? It's probably the same. I just split it up into different drinks. That was my dad's recommendation. He was like, you want different tastes because you're going to get so nauseated by it. So like we would put maybe like apple juice with it in one bottle. And so it probably wasn't a ton. It feels like a ton.
Basically the full amount of liquid that I have to drink for my prep is less than this water bottle.
Perfect.
Yeah. So like, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot, but it's less than that water bottle. Whereas I've seen some people on TikTok with like it's like a lot more liquid. Yeah. It's like liters. It's like a couple liters, it seems like, of liquid.
It don't taste so good, let me tell you.
No.
You'll be fine. I would just recommend like maybe, I don't know. It's hard because you could make one big thing and just go for it and down it. But I remember just feeling so sick.
Mine says I can't. Mine says pour 1 ounce, pour the 16 ounces, drink it, and then 4 hours before my procedure, drink the other 16 ounces.
What?
Yeah. So I have like very specific. Yeah.
Ours was like we were drinking the day before and then you just poop all night. So you're drinking it around like dinner time and then you just go cold turkey until the next morning because you got to get all that junk out of you. But I mean, I don't remember using this one, but hey, every medication is different.
I know.
I've
heard. So there's like the traditional prep, which I think might be the one that you had because I think it was a lot more liquid. There's this one, which I think is a little bit less liquid. And then there's pills. Apparently there are pills you can take.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I wish.
So like apparently depending on the questionnaire that they give you at the like when you do it, that's what I saw. Yeah. It depends on what prep they prescribe you. So like it's like how often you actually go to the bathroom and that depends on like what prep they choose to give you.
Odd. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? At some point, it's just going to feel like you're peeing out of your tush. That's just what you're going to be doing. So the bidet will be fun. That'll be great to have. It'll be relieving, I'm sure, and soothing a little bit because it'll just burn after a while. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Some baby wipes. And you know what? It's a good cleanse. Just consider yourself like cleansing your system a little bit. But like, oh, it's terrible. I'll be thinking of you literally that whole day. I think my favorite part of colonoscopies are after how you can't leave the facility until you like pass gas.
I am nervous that I won't be able to.
Oh, I promise you, because of the procedure. You have so much air in your tubes. Yeah. Where like you're just going to let it rip. And I'm assuming Mr. Teddy's going to take you home. Please have him have like a video camera on you the whole time because I really want to hear.
Just me farting.
The two.
It's not, you don't like it. You just wake up. You don't get like, it's not like wisdom teeth where they make you like goofy, right? It's just like you just take a nap.
You're like under anesthesia, like an anesthesiologist, like a surgery. You'll be knocked out. Yeah. And so you'll wake up doozy from anesthesia. So like it is wisdom teeth.
Oh.
Like, you probably won't be loopy. But it's going to be kind of silly. Like you're going to be confused. You're going to feel like you took a really long nap. It's just hilarious because you're sitting there in an open room and everyone's waiting for you to rip. It's like, it's so goofy. It's so silly.
God. I think the only thing that's bringing me some solace is hopefully like, and I'm sure I will be like one of the younger people there because like you aren't supposed to like, you're not supposed to, but like typically people don't get colonoscopies. You're not like recommended to get them until you're like 45 and above or whatever. So here I am 31, like going in there, but it's going to be, great.
That's what I told the doctor. I told my GI doctor friend, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry you have to do this. And she's like, this is nothing. Like, think of the tushies these doctors see. These doctors see a lot of tushies. It's so funny. I think it'd be so funny to be like a nurse in the colonoscopy section. I think it'd be such a hoot.
Just listening to farts. Hopefully they're not like stinky because it's just air, right?
No, they don't stink, but they're loud and they're funny. God. Like they're good ones. So please, if there's anything, like if I lived close, I would beg to be your chaperone because they don't let you back there unless you have your chaperone there.
Yeah.
And I would die to be your chaperone.
Yeah, my husband has to be my chaperone. He had to take the day off of work to come listen to me fart.
My husband wouldn't take off work when I had mine. My mom's always been my chaperones for them. And it's all like, I don't want my mom hearing my toots. Like it would
When's
be
the last
so
time
funny.
You had one?
Oh, 2 years ago.
One? Okay.
So I need a new GI doctor. So I am due for one if I get a new doctor. I'm just avoiding the whole thing because I don't want to do it again. Like I'm sick of them. The prep just stinks. It's just literally and physically. It's not fun. So I don't know. You've got a lot of poop going on, Teddy. You really are in the poop.
So much. But I did some prep work and I ordered myself a bidet and I installed it by myself.
I'm honestly really impressed that you did that. Mm-hmm. I'm really impressed that you put a whole bidet like attachment. Mm-hmm. It's an attachment or is it like a whole new thing?
No, it's an attachment. So you basically like I had to take my toilet seat off my toilet and then put this on there and then you just reattach the toilet seat on top again. So like it sits between the toilet and the toilet seat, the like attachment. And then I had to get the like wiring and the plumbing and the tubes. I don't know what they're called.
Okay.
And I had to like undo them from the toilet. I had to turn the water off to the toilet, drain the toilet, move the tubes over, add some like joints and stuff. And
Miss
but I did it.
Teddy,
it didn't take that long.
Plumber tuber Teddy.
Yeah, it took me like maybe 30 minutes.
Well, I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here giggling to myself because I have a really funny idea. Don't kill me. I remember for like Streamiversary, you did your wisdom teeth video. What would
just
it take?
Me farting?
What would it take to do your colonoscopy?
I don't think anyone wants to hear me fart.
I do.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for it.
I would. If it was a Streamiversary.
You've heard me fart before. Like we've lived together.
But this one is like huge. This is not normal. The videos of these things, this is my kind of humor. I don't like comedians. I don't like anything, but
you just
I
like
could
farts.
Watch
You have the humor of a 7-year-old boy.
It's so funny. Colonoscopy ones are hilarious because
I'll have to go watch some.
Please do. I'll
have to go watch some. It probably will, but it'll also make me feel like more comfy when I have to do it. And I'll be like, okay, but like those other people's was way worse, you know?
See?
Yeah. So I think I need to like go watch some so that I don't feel so self-conscious.
Just wash yourself before the colonoscopy and make sure you turn the camera on. I think the TikToks are funny because especially if it's like relatable people around our age range. And I know having any medical procedure is not a matter of laughing, but like we have to make light of these situations.
Yeah. Because I clearly don't want to be doing this right now.
Right. Like let's make light of life. The videos when it's like a person who's relatable to yourself, like the facial expressions or like the way they look over their shoulder, or like the alarmed reaction to the spouse or partner or whoever it is sitting in the room, it's gold. It's comedic gold, truly. So you know what? I'm really proud of the bidet. Great call. Your tushy's gonna thank you, my girl.
Yeah, and I think, are you scared of bidets?
If I ever have the option to use one, like in a hotel, I won't.
No, me neither.
Know? I don't think I like that. I've never.
Have you ever used one? Because I don't think I had.
So.
When we were studying abroad, we saw them all the time. Like they were in like every Airbnb. Like they were all over the place. Yeah, but I never used them. I don't think I knew how, and also. Like, I think that the bidets that we would see in like apartments and stuff and like Airbnbs were kind of like there was like the toilet and then there was like the bidet next to it, you know?
Yeah. It wasn't like a bidet. Confusing.
Yeah, it wasn't like a bidet in a toilet.
It's like a rectangle almost, right?
Yeah. It's like a square toilet. Yeah. So that's, I mean, I don't understand how to use that one still, but I think I'm like trying to like convince my husband to use this, and I honestly think it's kind of nice. I think I don't know. It's a little refreshing.
No, seriously. If you think about it, like I see TikToks about this, and you know, when you go to the bathroom and you're just using a piece of toilet paper to wipe after, chances are
just smearing
you're not
stuff around,
getting everything off. And so when I first met my husband, he always has baby wipes. Like in his house. And I was like, why do you have baby wipes? And he's like, why don't you have baby wipes? And I was like, what? And now that our daughter's like not in diapers by herself anymore, except for at night, like he still buys baby wipes. I was like, why are you still buying these? Because he likes to wipe his tush. And I was like, honestly, that's a great cleaner thing. Truly. So I feel like if he comes to your house ever, he would be excited about your bidet.
Yeah.
I'll tell him you got a bidet. I'm going to text him. I'm going to say, Teddy installed a bidet.
I did. And I'm very proud of it.
Bidet. How do you spell bidet?
Bidet.
That's it. How would you feel? How would you feel about a bidet? I don't know. My husband's all about that stuff. And like, you know, some of the TikToks are like, if you get in the shower, do you take a loofah or like soap and like wipe your tush? because like your toilet paper is not doing the job. What do you use to like clean yourself? A bidet is a good like extra step, you know? Really personal.
Yeah.
Really personal topic.
Listen, I'm excited. I'm not excited. I'm happy for myself that I did something that I know I'll be grateful for later this week.
And here's what I'll say. Hopefully by then your dogs will be solid poopers.
I hope so.
And hopefully you will get back in your groove like Friday night, Saturday. And let's try to hope for like a fresh start. All the junk is out of the system, literally. Yep. And like let's just fresh start the whole thing. Have a good like reset over the weekend, get your house feeling clean, put on some good music, and just restart. This is like the end of the reset.
Yes, we need it. We need it. I'm excited to like go to the movies. I can't have popcorn this week.
Oh yeah.
I can't have seeds. So like I'm going to go to the movies, I think, this weekend. Because I haven't been able to go.
Right.
We haven't been able to leave the house for more than 30 minutes at a time. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yikes. Well, you know what? I hope that it all just goes well. I'll be thinking of you literally every step of the way, and I can't wait for my video.
Okay, so fill me in on your life. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of movies, my husband went to the movies by himself randomly at 9 p.m. this week. He was like, "Can I go to the movies? There's something I want to see." And I was like, "Yeah."
Like during the week or
Monday night? Literally Monday night.
Good for him.
I know. I was like, seriously? Yes. Don't ask. Go. Like, go, King, go. And he texted me when he was there. I don't know what movie he was seeing. I didn't ask. I didn't care because I knew it was something like silly that interested him, and I was whatever. I was putting my daughter to bed. I fell asleep while I was putting her to bed. Never really talked about it. So he texted me that I saw the next morning. He said, "I just learned a movie theater hack, at least for our theater, because our theater has like decent popcorn, but it always tastes like not great. It doesn't taste like fresh. The butter is like that yellowy stuff that's on the popcorn. It doesn't taste like hot, fresh butter." And he said that the guy in front of him asked the cashier to get the popcorn from the back with the fresh butter. And apparently that's a thing you can do because it's better than the butter that's at the self-serve machine. So that's a hack that I'm going to have to do next time is like get the popcorn from the back.
What do you mean self-serve machine?
So you know when you have like they hand you your bucket, you pay, and then you can go to the machine and press the button for your bucket and just like add the butter on top of it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And like that's what I usually do. So I get my bucket, I go over to the butter machine, and then I put my tub of popcorn under the butter spout. And then you can like spritz it around, but then you only get the top or the sides really. This, they hand scoop the popcorn and like put better, like freshly melted butter all throughout it. But I feel like your theater kind of does that.
Yeah, my theater. So there's one theater in the area that has like the butter that you can put on your top yourself. Like they just scoop the popcorn, they hand you the bucket, and you have to put the butter on yourself off to the side. And I've always thought I liked that because like I get to put as much butter as I want.
Right.
But you're right. I don't feel like it's as good of butter because the theater that I go to now has fantastic popcorn.
Yes.
And they put the butter on for you. So you do have to ask, and I always say extra butter. I said, "Can you do extra butter, please?" And what they do is they scoop like half the bucket, pour butter, scoop the other half the bucket, pour more butter on top.
Yeah.
And then there isn't anywhere to like add your own butter. But if you ask for extra butter, they're usually good. And then I usually say, "Large popcorn, extra butter, please." And then my husband goes, "Extra, extra butter." And then they like hook us up with butter.
Okay.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I think maybe the movie theaters know that people are very like willy-nilly with the butter, and maybe the good stuff is more expensive. And so they keep it in the back because they know that like they're just going to run through that expensive good butter if they let people just pour it on themselves.
Like otherwise the self-serve, it's like an endless hose of butter. Where does that come from? So he texted me and said, you can ask for real butter when you order your popcorn. The people scoop it fresh in the back and dump the butter on straight back there. So the guy in front of my husband made it sound extremely important and said the other butter you can put on just isn't the same. And he said He's absolutely right. This is the best popcorn I've ever had.
Okay, so your husband did it?
He did it.
He got up and said, I want the same as that guy. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it brought me back to this one time. This was like probably 7-ish years ago or whatever. I was behind this lady at Cold Stone Creamery, which is like my favorite ice cream store. And she ordered her ice cream and said, do you guys have crunchy sprinkles or soft sprinkles? Because that's going to be my decision maker. And I was like, yes to that. I know exactly what you mean, lady. Like, you are speaking my language, because there are really hard, crunchy sprinkles, or there are the soft sprinkles that like dissolve into your teeth, you know, and they fill your teeth up.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't like crunchy sprinkles. I want them to mush. I want them mushy.
I feel like you
ones.
like a traditional like ice cream sprinkle as opposed to like a sugar sprinkle.
Yes.
Like sugar sprinkle, because like I have different types of sprinkles. I know exactly what you're saying, because like I use them for when I decorate Christmas cookies. And so I've got the ones that are like the rainbow sprinkles that you would get on like an ice cream cone, which like they're soft. There's no noise when you chew into them.
Yes.
Or there's like sugar sprinkles, which are literally just like sugar crystals that are dyed different colors.
Yes.
Yes. I know exactly what you mean.
And they make them into ones that look like rainbow sprinkles, but they're just as hard and bigger. And so they like really crunch, or like those big circle dot ones that are like hard.
Yeah.
They make those in rainbow sprinkle version too. And I'm like, I don't like those. I want my good old fashioned sprinkle. So to each your own, but it brought me back to food preferences, which my husband's been like really weird about. And he looks at me the other day and he goes, I have a podcast topic for you. I said, hit me. Like, tell me, what do you got? And he said, your favorite form or favorite way to eat potatoes. And I was like, oh,
potatoes.
He was like, yeah, let's talk potatoes. So let's all think right now.
Okay.
What is your favorite way to eat a potato? Okay. Here's my husband's answer in order. He said, tater tots, number 1, crispy tots, followed by a crinkle fry.
Oh, God, wrong.
3rd, breakfast hash brown.
Ew.
Let me tell you,
Ew.
I hate all 3 of those. Like, I would never, I do not eat any of those. I avoid them. Top. I don't want those.
I do like a good crispy tater tot, like a good tater tot.
Okay.
There's like some tater tots I think are garbage, but like, no. Crinkle cut fries are like the worst kind of fry. Like truly. Culver's fries are my least favorite.
Right. But here.
They're so bad.
So after he goes, okay, this is controversial. Mashed potatoes would be my 4th. And he was like, wait. No, because mashed potatoes technically are number 1 because they're my favorite food in my whole life. And I said, you are a simple man, my dear.
Favorite food in your whole life. I was going to say, I do think, I don't know if mashed potatoes is number 1 for me, but I love a good mashed potato. And for me, but it has to be like with like lots of butter, lots of salt, lots of heavy cream, like a really good mashed potato.
Yes.
I do like that with like, for me, it's like mashed potato with like sweet corn and like mix it up with like sweet corn and gravy.
You do like that.
Like if you get like a roast beef meal with like mashed potatoes and gravy and corn. Ooh, mashed potatoes are good. But I also love a baked potato, like a really good crispy baked potato with like sour cream and chives.
Oh my God. And cheese, like cheddar cheese on there and butter. Mm-hmm. Dude, there was this place at our mall growing up that was called like the Great Potato Company. And you would just go get a baked potato and put whatever toppings you wanted on it. And it was so good. I would just go get butter, and you could do like garlic, chives, and then some cheddar cheese. And you'd sit with this like scalding hot potato just in the middle of the mall. And it was so good. It was so good.
So do you know, I don't know if you get these TikToks, but in the UK, jacket potatoes.
What's that?
A jacket potato is a baked potato.
Okay.
But in the UK, they call it a jacket potato. And they cut it open and there's like this food truck that I watch. Like jacket potatoes are a big thing there. But there's this one food truck who is like goes live on TikTok all the time or like posts videos.
Okay.
And it's basically a potato truck. It's a potato truck. It's like a baked potato truck. But they just put different toppings on it there. So they do like baked beans is a huge thing that they put on baked potatoes. They do like baked beans and cheese and tuna.
Ugh,
they put like tuna on it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Which like, listen, I'm weird. I think I might probably like that because I like my tuna. But
and tuna could be like creamy. Like the consistency could be right, I guess.
Yeah. So I have always kind of wanted to try like an English jacket potato.
Okay, this one has Cajun chicken in it and it just looks divine. One has brisket. Oh, should we go to the UK for jacket potatoes?
I know.
Okay, those look divine. I didn't even think about like a baked potato on my list.
Okay, so what's your list?
Okay, my number one potato, those like I'm talking mini gold potatoes, like Yukon Gold mini bite-sized potatoes. If you get the oven hot enough and you like toss them in olive oil, salt, pepper, some rosemary, and some garlic in there, and you just fry those bad boys up so the outside is like a little brown, crispy, but you bite into that buttery middle, that I'm salivating thinking about. Like I'm, when you lift your tongue and it like you can squirt out saliva, like that could happen thinking about those. So that's probably number one, followed by a McDonald's French fry. Like those are the best fries
McDonald's
in my
French
opinion.
Fries. Yeah, I was gonna say, or I was gonna say even a McDonald's hash brown.
True. I'm not a big hash brown person.
No. I like a McDonald's hash brown over like home fries. You want to know what's the worst? You want to know what the worst is when you get breakfast. This is my least favorite kind of potato. Yeah. When you get breakfast and they give you those potato cubes.
Awful. Or wedges. No, wedges are a potato
awful.
Wedge.
I don't like wedges. I don't like wedges, and I don't like those flippin' cubes. I don't know if they're called like home style potatoes or what they are.
To type in home style potato in Google.
Think that
home style, like home fries.
Yeah, it's home fries. Yeah. Home style potato breakfast. No. Breakfast potatoes are my least favorite potato.
They're never like cooked right. They're just like hot.
No flavor. Like, they never have like good flavor. Yes. They're just like, I feel like they're always like average temperature. They're always kind of cold. I don't like them.
1,000,000% agree with you. I despise breakfast potatoes as well. So like the hash browns are fine. I just don't like when there's so much potato in there. Like that's why I can't do tater tots or typical hash browns because there's so much potato in it. But the most underrated French fry? Well, one, curly fries, like Arby's curly fries. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. But shoestring French fries. Restaurants sleep on those. Like they need to have more shoestring French fries.
What about potato chip?
Good. Oh, like a chip? See,
I'm not going to say my favorite. I don't think it's my favorite. Chip is not my favorite, but.
No, but that brings me up to something. Hang on.
Pringles.
Pringles are great. Have you ever had like a spiraled potato? Like a spiraled potato chip? Holy cannoli, at this like fair that happens every summer.
Yeah, where it's like long.
And it's crispy, but it still has a little potato in it. Oh my gosh. Those are heavenly. Those are literally heaven on a stick.
So is that your favorite potato?
No, it's got to be my Yukon Golds. Like those, I could eat a whole bag of them.
So you're just saying potato types. Like you're saying like Idaho. You're just Yukon Gold.
Yukon, like those petite.
You're those little mini ones, the little mini poppers. The Yukon Gold, Yukon like Gold pearls. Petite.
That is it. Oven roasted baby gold potatoes, literally all day. All day. Obsessed. I think that's what I would go with. I love McDonald's French fries, but I love my potatoes with like a steak or a brisket or a roast beef. That's my meal. That is like my favorite food, I think, or favorite dinner right there.
Okay. I see it.
Maybe with like an asparagus or like, I'm getting hungry. I should stop talking about it, but like, oh my gosh.
I'm going downstairs to have chicken and rice and asparagus and cherry tomatoes. We're doing we did like a balsamic sheet pan.
Ooh.
Chicken, asparagus, tomato thing.
It sounds pretty good.
Actually, I think it's green beans, not asparagus.
I like green beans.
Over rice. It'll be
You
fine.
know what? Green beans as a side with my potatoes, that would be really good. Like a good cooked green bean is really delicious. I tried making this zip sauce with a steak we had the other day, and I can't perfect the right like sauce that I'm thinking of to describe this. But you know, when you cook like green beans, asparagus, you can do it with steak. It's like an oil-based sauce that has some, what I would assume is balsamic-y something. I don't know. It's like an oil, vinegar, whatever mixture that you make. Oh my God. I'm like, I can't talk because my mouth is getting so full.
Yeah, I've never had zip sauce. We've had this conversation. I didn't know it was a thing. I think it's a very regional thing for you.
I think it's like a Michigan thing, right?
Not where I was from in Michigan.
No?
No.
Interesting.
I grew up, born and raised in Michigan, had never heard of it until just within the last year when you told me about it.
Oh my gosh. It's like I could drink it. It's so good.
I just looked it up.
Everything for me.
It's localized to your area.
I've been trying to like make it myself and I just can't perfect it, but it's such a good sauce. And I feel like a lot of restaurants will cook veggies like it.
A savory butter-based steak sauce originating from 1940s, typically featuring beef drippings, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, and herbs like rosemary and thyme.
Yep.
It's served hot as an au jus dipping sauce for steak, lamb chops, and burgers in Michigan restaurants, offering a rich, salty flavor.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And
I bet I would love it. It sounds delicious.
You would. And what I've made, it's delicious. It's not the one that it's like, I can't find this one restaurant that closed down. It was like their own sauce and it was oily, but also a mixture of all of those things. And I can't perfect it. But it goes so well with all of these foods that we're talking about, like potatoes and dinners and veggies. I am struggling right now because this sounds so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I need to have what I'm
having for dinner. Next time you come here, I'll find a good place that has zip sauce for us.
Yeah.
So anyways, all that to say, my husband was on this like potato popcorn kick. So he went to the movies. Otherwise, this weekend we did our first like big project in our house and we tore out our nasty carpet that's been in our house forever. My dad, we were at my parents' house and he was like, "What are you guys doing this weekend? Do you want to tear out your carpet?" And I was like, "I guess, sure, Dad." And he literally got in the car and drove over to our house and got a knife and tore out our carpet. And I was like, okay, that escalated really quickly. Now what?
He was like, "We're going to do it."
Swear. So the last week we've had all of our furniture in the garage. We haven't had a couch in here. We haven't had like anything in here. And this weekend, up until last night, we finished it all. Our couch is back in. The dogs had to be boarded for a couple of nights because of the smells and whatnot from the varnish.
So did you have it like sanded and then resealed?
We did all. Yeah, we rented a sander. And we kind of like, it was me, my husband, and my dad. It was like our project. And so the three of us went to Home Depot a couple days ago, rented the sander. We didn't end up staining it because the floor has such a beautiful color. I didn't want to stain it. I was like, I don't need one color. I want it to show all the different variants in the planks because it's the original hardwood floor that came with our house. So we just got like a clear varnish on top and
just like a seal. Yeah, that's nice.
And so we sanded it, whatever. You want to know what's funny? The people at Home Depot were so sweet. It was an older man who had helped us. And he was so kind. And when we were checking out, there was the sweetest lady who was telling us like, "Oh, you guys need to take pictures of a before and after and come show me." And we're like, "Yeah, sure. Of course we will." Like, "Yep, we'll be back,
we'll
lady.
Definitely come back.
Definitely come back." So my husband and dad go back to that same Home Depot like a week later. And the same old man is there and says, "Oh, I've been thinking about you guys a lot over the past week. How's the floor going? How's the floor? How's it looking?" Oh. And I loved that. And then they get to the checkout and it's the same lady again. And she's like, "Oh, you're back. I'm so happy I got to see you. Do you have pictures?" You go, "No, not done yet. We'll come back. Don't worry." And on their way out, when they're like, she's like, "Thank you so much for coming in. Like, good to see you guys." They were like, "Yeah, thank you again. Like, bye." She goes, "Love you both." What do you say to that? How do you respond? I I lost my mind. She goes, love you both.
I say love you all the time to like friends in stream, like,
right.
But
someone, this is their second time seeing her.
But like someone checking me out at Home Depot.
Love you both. I lost my mind. And
she's
I was like,
just
what
an
did
older
you guys
lady
say?
Who's so used to saying that to her family that she didn't know what she was saying.
That's what I said. I was like, well, did you guys say it back? And my dad was like, no, neither of us said a word. We walked away. And I was like, you didn't say love you? You didn't say it back? And they were like, no, we actually took a couple steps. And when we got around the corner, we said, did you just say she loved us? Does she love us? I was like, I can't believe you didn't say it back. I'd be like, love you too. Bye.
I just feel like you too. Bye.
Right. Like you too.
You
anything
too.
But ignoring. Yeah. I'm like, I've never been in that
think
situation.
She must have family that like reminds her of your dad and your husband. And she's just like thinking she's talking to them. Yeah.
It's like, you guys. So yeah, it was a fun project. So much, stuff going on, and my parents were around a lot, but it was good nonetheless. And now I have this old carpet out of my house and it feels good. I just am ready to like get all the stuff back in and get the house back in order because it's a mess and it feels crazy in here. So not compared to your poop palace, but like I got a dust sand, what's it called? Sawdust everywhere.
I've got a poop palace. You've got a dust den.
Yeah, a dust den. There you go. It's just been fun. But yeah, other than that, I hit a wall. I hit a wall because I was just exhausted. I was telling you this earlier. One of my medications, like for anxiety, has been gone, and my doctor has not been answering me for the past couple of days. And so I feel like after 5 days or so of not having it, my body's like, we need this. Mm-hmm. Or like, are we done? What are we doing? And so I just haven't had like motivation to do anything. So I've wanted to do this, and I talked about this like 2 weeks ago in our episode, but I did a Pokemon trading card game, like deep dive. And I'm talking hours have been put into this thing.
Okay, wait. On like your cards or how to play the game?
All of it. Not how to play the game. We're not playing the game, but all of it. So let me tell you, I know a couple weeks ago, and if you guys don't want to hear about the Pokemon card game, fast forward. Just, I'm warning you right now. Just stop listening to me.
Or if you didn't want to hear about poop, sorry, because I talked about poop for 45 minutes.
Let's talk about cards now.
Yeah.
So, I asked my husband this because here's my goal. Actually, I'm going to backtrack. My goal, first step, I'm like getting way ahead of myself. I've organized in the past 2 weeks all my binders. So I have one binder that is tradables, don't care about, will sell, will trade. I have another binder of all of my childhood cards, my husband's cards, everything. And I have organized them in numerical order by set. Okay. That took me a while. And then I have my third binder of my favorites that will never go anywhere. These are like my favorite cards. Mm-hmm. So the next step to this saga was making a list of every single set that's ever come out, the date that it was released, and the symbol so I can identify it on the cards easier if I'm out at a card show, right? So this is like my first Excel doc that I've actually committed to that has like 8 tabs so far.
Holy cannoli.
No, this thing is big. So it took me hours to do this one tab. How many sets of Pokemon cards do you think have been released since 1999?
Okay,
I have to guess.
I'm going to rational. I'm going to break this through. I'm going to count it down in my head. I think we get new Pokemon card sets like 2 or 3 times a year. Mm-hmm. Times how many?
It's been since 1999, so let's go 26 years.
Okay, so 26 times 2 or 3. I don't know, 90.
So like
80.
Okay, so around 80, right? My husband guessed like 25. There are, in English, 126 mainline sets, not including any of like the promotional releases or event exclusive cards or special sets. There are 126 sets of Pokemon cards. Okay. That is absolutely mind-boggling. I didn't realize that when I started making this Excel document. So now I have a column of 126 sets with
That's
126 release dates and all their symbols. And I was like, why did I do this? Like, this is me just choosing to do this. That was
1,000%. Yeah.
Right. So here's my next step. I have my other tab, which is my wish list. Okay. Like all the cards I want. But I did this because I want to go through every set, because you can look up a card set and pick my favorite cards. Like, what's on my wish list? You know what I mean? And so I have been through, I'm counting. I'm going through probably 8 or 9 sets. So if I'm on set 9 of 126, actually I lied because I included all of the extras and whatever, and I'm at 165. Okay. I'm on number 8 or 9 in my main wish list, and I'm at $6,000 worth of cards that I said I wanted. And that's not including my main wish list. Okay. $6,000 from 11 sets is what I have written down here. How am I supposed to do this? Should I just stop now? Should I just stop?
No, I think no, don't stop. But just proceed knowing that list is probably never going to be complete. But It can be a lifelong goal. Now, the issue is that more sets will come out.
Right. That's the problem. And okay, so my favorites are about 3,000. So I'm sitting around like almost $10,000 from 11 sets worth of Pokemon cards out of 100 some. So you're right. More are going to come out. And I have to buy new cards to have things to trade. Like I can't just, I don't know. I guess it's a double-edged sword here. But when you look at it, there's so many cards that are like worth $1 that I could go buy for $1, truly. But then there's some cards that are $700. Am I actually going to get that? No, I don't think I'm ever going to get that. But it's been really fun and so nostalgic to go through every single set. And like, there's cards I recognize from like my binder or whatever it is. So I'm on set 11 and I actually discovered a new one where I was like, I've never seen this one before. Oh, here's the problem. I want every card from this set. I'm like, that one's cute. That one's cute. Wait, they're all cute. What do I do now? So anyways, I have a long ways to go because I have about 110 more that I need to filter through.
I think even just the project itself is fun. You know, even if you like don't end up getting all of the cards on your wish list, which you won't, the project is fun. And like going through is fun. And realizing what you like is fun. And it gives you like goals and something to look forward to when you go to these like card trading shows. And like you you aren't there like aimlessly. You have like a list, and if you see them, you get them. But like, yeah.
I want to be able to like, I'm thinking about the next time I go to a card show and one of the guys at the stands like looks at me and he's like, what are you here for? Sylveon? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here for Sylveon, but I'm also here to collect the whole Southern Island set. And that's like from 2001 or something. And he's like, oh, I don't have any of those. And I'm like, you're not worth my time then. Bye. You know? And I can be like, ooh, gotcha. Like, I know what I'm talking about. So when I was going through did you just look that up? The Southern Island. Look at the card set from Southern Islands. It's literally that's the one where every single one is so cute. It's kind of ridiculous.
Complete Southern Islands. What website do you use? Oh, okay. I'm looking at Pokelector. Pokelector.
You can use that one. Yup, and TCG Player has a really good.
Oh, Southern Islands is cute. I think Southern Islands is cute because of like the pastel-y, like the way the colors are. Like I think the colors of it is really pretty.
Yes. And I like the cards that have multiple Pokemon in it. And a lot of the Southern Islands do. And I think they're connecting art where you can see the edge of one Pokemon in the one card. So if you put them together in a binder, it makes like one big art scene. But every single card in that set is expensive. So it's like that one is pricey because there's only 30, 40 some cards in that whole set and they're all cute. So, it's tough.
I think there's only 18 cards in that set.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
And they're all pricey. But here's what I'm doing. So in my wish list of all of them, I have it separated by the card set, and then I'm putting asterisks by like my absolute favorite ones. So I can go for those first. And I learned how to make a check mark, like a checkbox in Excel, so I can like quickly check it off, which is great. I don't have to do like an X or anything. I can click it nicely so it looks good.
I think my favorite from that set is Wartortle.
Wartortle? Let's see.
He's cute. It's Wartortle and the Horsey.
That one's worth $59. I have it on my Southern Islands. I wrote Southern Islands complete set. I want to complete that.
Yeah,
set.
I also like Lettyba.
Yep, that one's cute.
Ivysaur, of course, is cute.
I really like the Pidgeot card for some reason. I have Mew, Pidgeot, Onix, Togepi, Jigglypuff, and Butterfree, and Vileplume as my favorites in that set.
Yeah. Wartortle's my favorite.
Wartortle. So I'm just having a hard time because there's so many good ones. There's another set called Aquapolis, and I think part of me just likes Aquapolis because I love the name. For some reason,
is fun to say, yeah.
The name like really makes me want to collect it. And the cards are really cool. I learned that these cards, let me verify myself. Hang on. Let me just see this.
I think there's 187 in the Aquapolis set.
See, so there's a lot. But what's really cool, are you looking at one of the cards right now?
I'm on TCG Player. Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at the physical card, see how there's such a big yellow border
to
it? So these are called e-readers. And what they are is you could literally swipe it through your device to add the Pokemon to your Pokedex in game.
What device?
Like whatever the device for the game that was out, like you could scan it to your Game Boy or like your DS or whatever game was out. You could scan these in somehow. I don't know. I learned this last weekend. I'm like, I need Aquapolis now. But yeah, these are hard. These are hard to find. And the problem is that they're in such bad condition. Because think about it. If you're physically swiping and scanning these cards, that's rough shape to put a card in. So I know a lot of people go after these e-readers. But like, I kind of want some of them. Like, how cool is that? So I'm also like, what? Let me look this up. E-reader Pokemon game. It's the Game Boy. Oh my goodness. There's literally, okay, for the Game Boy Advance, the e-reader is a peripheral. So it's literally an add-on to your Game Boy Advance. It looks like a literal card swiper at a grocery store, and you connect it to the top of your Game Boy and you swipe the card through it. Physically take your card and swipe it, and then that Pokemon is in your Pokedex. Whatever that is, I have to find this.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Because that is so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I ended up on a Whatnot show over the weekend, and it was a guy who had bought an entire person's e-reader collection, and they were never used. And so he was doing auctions of these e-readers starting at $1. And so I was like, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pick our favorite Pokemon and bid on them. We're not going to pay much for them. So I got a few. I don't even remember which ones, but they're so cool. So fun personal project. I have a long way to go. I don't know if I'll ever finish it.
I'm looking at Pokemon cards on eBay right now. I'm just going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And there is a Gengar card that is Mega Gengar X.
Yes.
And it's him in a stormy sky. And I think it's a rated 10. It's a perfect card.
A PSA 10.
Yeah. And it's $5,800.
Yes. Does he look like a trash chute that's sucking in air?
No.
Okay. That's another expensive Gengar card. But yeah, a lot of people who buy these cards want to get them graded because then they're super valuable. And for me, I'm like, if a card enters my favorites binder, they have no value because they're never getting
It's
sold.
not going anywhere.
Like their value, they're priceless to me. Like these cards that I want, that I will get, will have no value. So on Whatnot, people will say, oh, there's this card that you said you really wanted, but it has like a little white edge or like it has a scratch in it. I'm like, I don't care. And they're like, I won't sell this because I don't want to sell like a damaged card. I'm like, that is not damaged. So I will buy that from you right now because like it's going in my binder. I don't care. And so they're like, oh, I'll give it to you for $1. I'm like, perfect.
Deal.
Please, I'll take all of your damaged cards then. So that's like the beauty of the trading card game, in my opinion, because like to each their own. Some people want it as an investment. That's totally fine. For me, it's the opposite. Take my money. I'm not going to sell these. But I am excited that I'm focusing on a lot of the older sets right now because I know some of the more recent ones. But going through the old stuff is really, really fun. And I'm trying to like add in which games were released with like the card set so I can like relate the time in my head. So it's been a fun project. But this is like I don't feel like doing anything else. So I'm going to do this and just look at cards. Because I have nothing.
No, that's perfect. It's yeah. I love that. I like that you're doing it. I like that it's a big long project that's going to take you a long time. I think that'll be good.
It'll be fun. I think one of my goals, I have a lot of the jungle and fossil cards, so the original sets that were ever released. I still have my cards and my husband's. And I went through all the cards in there, listed them out like 1 through 62, and I wrote down which ones I have. I checked them off as like owned or not owned. I have the price in there and the notes on like, do I have multiples? Do I have duplicates of them? Because then I'm thinking I can, if I want to complete those sets, I can take my duplicates and trade them for a similar traded value card and like build out my set that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I want to try to complete the first 2 sets because I already have over half of the cards. And I think it's like nostalgic and fun. And
1,000%.
And I don't care if they're like brand new, like freshly ripped cards. Like I just want them to be in my binder, like complete. And if I don't care about like the holographic cards, then like it's way cheaper than if I get like all the nice shiny cards, you know? So I think personal goal, finish my childhood card sets, even though it's a little pricey over time. But yeah, you know what? That's my lifelong goal. If someone asks me that next time, I'll be like, finish my Pokemon card set. Or that's just like a April 2026 goal. I'm not sure yet. Like it could just be a very...
No, I mean, it's something that you've loved it your whole life. So
true. I'm like, is this just a phase? I guess we'll see. Ask me in like a couple months how I'm feeling.
Okay.
So anyways, that's what I've been doing aside from the floors while you've been scooping poop and cleaning butts. Off Pokemon. Okay, let's talk about Palia a little bit because today we got some really exciting news. I was like kind of hyped up about Palia today after we got that video. I haven't logged in months, and so I was kind of like, okay, this is cool. We got a little more info, and some fun stuff is happening right now because of some goals that were hit of theirs. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, I myself, like obviously I think a lot of people have just been like playing different games. Like Palia has kind of like slowed their updates, which I think was probably in the lead up to this announcement. But yeah, I think the big announcement for today is that we will be getting on May 12th, the Royal Highlands expansion, the Royal Highlands expansion, which absolutely massive. I think like that's the big news. We're getting a whole new area that feels it feels kind of, I don't know. I really think I'm going to like it. We were told in the trailer that it's about 2 times the size of Bahari Bay. So it's huge.
Massive.
Or not 2 times. It's just larger than Bahari Bay.
Larger than
Bahari Bay. So maybe not quite 2 times, but like bigger than Bahari Bay, which I think will be good, especially considering the fact that we're going to get horses.
Right.
And I think that having horses in an area that is as tight as like the Elderwood doesn't seem quite so practical. So I think the fact that from what we've seen of this area being a lot more open and spacious and large is going to be really probably quite compatible with the fact that we are getting horses and mounts for the first time.
Right.
So it's huge. We're getting a
whole new area.
Whole new area.
I feel like Elderwoods, there was so much lead up to Elderwoods, and it feels like we didn't get that long ago, honestly, and now we're getting this massive.
I think it's like exactly 1 year apart.
Right? And I feel like it would have been a longer time before we got a whole new adventure zone.
Absolutely.
And I think I like this one because from the looks of it, it has a mix of that like plains and like wide open space, but also a town, right? I feel like I saw like a good bit buildings. Of something.
Yeah. There's like a castle, like the ruins of a castle or something. Yeah.
Right. Which looked very cool. I also just liked the style of this update. Was this their first time doing like the Dreamlight Valley style, like announcement type video? You know what I mean? We had two people from the team like explaining things. It was very cool.
I did. I think so. I really liked the video. Cool. I thought it was a good video. Yeah.
It was fun. They put in some fun like puns and jokes there. So I think you're absolutely right. The horses make sense with this expansion. I think they'll be fun in Bahari too. But do you remember when we were first playing Palia, Bahari Bay was quite literally the hardest thing to navigate to me. It was so confusing. I had no clue how to get through this place. Like getting to the wall that goes straight down the middle of Bahari. I was like, how do I get to the other side?
I can't find the entrance. Yeah. I remember like struggling to figure out how to get through the wall.
Right. I'm like, what do I do? Where is the hole to the wall? I'm so confused. How do I get through this cave? And now it's like second nature. But to have a new adventure zone that is bigger than Bahari, this is going to be bananas. I still don't know the Elderwoods all that well, if I'm being honest. So I'm very excited about that. And the horses, I'm really happy with how they are doing the horses, how there's the 3 kinds, but you can breed them and like kind of change them to be your own. I think that's amazing. So I'm kind of eager about the Phoenix Fire one, the one with like the fire eyes.
Yeah.
When I saw the purple one, I was like, wait, this is kind of cool.
See, I like that you like that one because that was like my least favorite. I think that's a lot of people's favorite because it's very like fantastical.
Yes.
And I immediately was like, I like the plain ones.
Yeah.
And so I think that like it's just nice that there's a horse for everybody, you know?
Right. I was very confused by the names at first, but I like that you could do a plain one but make it sparkly, or you could like change the colors of it. I'm assuming because they're going to be a ranch animal, you can change it to be like a dirty horse or whatever it is. I think it'll be really fun, and I think it's a great way to tie in the skills together. I really also love that there's the gameplay traits. So like someone could be, he doesn't like to run very fast. He's a little bit slower like a horse.
Yeah. Or like can turn really quick or I think I like that too. They did a really cool
job with the horses. And I caught them saying, they were like, we're excited to introduce mounts starting with horses. And I'm like, oh, so what's the next mount?
With?
I want a dragon. Like, we need a dragon. I know, I'm assuming at some point we will get a dragon. But
to be able to like fly would be so nice.
So cool. So cool. So maybe down the road. I don't know. But it's very cool. I loved that. So with the Royal Highlands, obviously we're getting new materials, insects, fish. What is this Jack cat? Jacques cat? Jack cat?
No, I think you're saying it right. I think it's a Jack cat.
I saw that come in, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think you're saying it right. I think it's the Jack cat. It is, I honestly, I got a little teaser of it. Did we see it in the video today?
Yes. And it's on they put it on their Palia notes. I'm going to pull it up. Because I don't know if it's a new like hunting, if that's a new like hunting creature or not.
I think so. Yeah. I think it's like comparable to like a Choppa.
That's what I was getting from it. So the Jack cat, I think, is going to be our new hunting creature. Also, they said that what are those things called? Cernux, the amber echo or whatever the Cernux called. I'm assuming there's going to be this special Cernux now in that area that's covered in amber.
And the vibe of like the amber echo and the story behind that gives the same like vibe to me as like the what's it called? The purple stuff, the goo in Elderwood.
Oh, yeah. Brain fart. I don't know what it's called anymore.
Not the forgetting.
Not the forgetting.
Essence.
I was about to say the forgotten. No. What? Well, people would go essence hunting, right? Or like, what is that called? What's the purple stuff in Palia called?
Yeah.
You know, when you see one of the infected essence.
Infected essence, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Maybe. Because it's like an infected fish.
Yeah.
People are hollering at us right now.
They are.
Anywho, that it gives the same vibe as that, you know, like the amber echo, like it takes a little bit of extra to be able to like hunt something that's trapped by the echo or, you know, whatever. So,
we're going to need to grind.
I think that's going to be really
something
cool.
To be able, in the video, they showed someone hitting a tree that was coated in that amber echo with an axe. And I'm assuming it's going to be something you have to grind for or like to upgrade your axe to have the capability, which probably was really difficult for me, honestly, in the Elderwoods, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I like the vibe of this place.
I do too. I think it's, I'm excited for something that's a little bit brighter. Like the Elderwood was great, but it was very dark and moody.
Yes.
And I'm excited for something that's a little bit like brighter and not quite so moody and dark and maybe hard to navigate. A little bit more wide open.
Yes.
Wide open spaces.
That song kept going in my head earlier when we started talking about it.
One of the things I am most excited for is the new villager. Echelon. I'm going to say Echelon. He is handsome. He's a handsome guy. I heard today when we were in stream, like yapping and talking about him, some people were like, he gives Resand vibes.
That's exactly what I saw. They were like, they gave us Resand. They gave us Resand.
Yeah.
And even in the video, they were like, he's handsome. And so they know what they gave us.
Yeah.
They know.
So I am very excited. I'm excited to see more about his personality and to like get his vibe because we have Hodari's personality and Hassian's personality where he's like cranky and we have like Nio and then we have Reth who's like a super mega flirt. And so we've got these like the like those personalities right now. And I'm excited to see what Echelon's personality is like.
I know. All of our pinned lovers are shaking in their boots right now.
They
heard
sure
there's a new Echelon coming to town. I wonder if he's related to Eshe.
I know. I thought the same thing.
And I'm assuming if he's in this Royal Highlands area, he's probably like a prince of sorts, maybe, or like royalty.
Could be.
And so I'm assuming he's going to be like royal. Maybe this is like Bridgerton meets Palia a little bit. Oh my goodness.
Could be.
So speaking of which, we're getting a new home line with the expansion. So the ancient human home line, which is like fine.
Yeah.
I think it's the Palia take on like a Bridgerton home. It's not my favorite style. Like the architecture's fine. I don't like the detailing on it. Like the lines and the pattern of it.
Sharp.
I don't love. Yeah. But I like what they thought, like what they were doing with it. So I guess that'll be fun. And I know they increased how much you can build vertically now. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. And then the decor set is the fancy aristocrat decor, which will be fine. Like fancy. It feels like whatever the one fancy set is called. I don't know. It feels similar, but I saw a tea set and like
not
a
Bellflower.
That's the one.
Yeah.
It is. I saw a tea set and like one of those macaroon towers in the video. And I was like, that's cute.
I think this is, from what I'm hearing, going to be a very large, very, very large decor set.
As it should be, because it's cute. And I think
a lot of items.
Some like teapot, tea, cookies, and crumpets set. Did you notice, though, in the notes, I'm trying to find it again and I can't. There was a rock and a top hat. There's a rock wearing a top hat. in front of a picture of the Jack cat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, I don't know if that's an Easter egg of a plushie that's coming out, but it's like a rock with a hat on.
Okay, I don't know if I saw it.
It's cute and it fits the theme. Like it fits his fancy schmancy theme. I don't know if maybe he's like the butler. Let me see. I can't even figure out what I was looking at, but it had all of the notes on this, like just a really good overview of everything that's coming. Here, let me go to the expansion. Okay, here it is. So if you go to the Palia website and you click the little 3 dots and go to expansions and click Royal Highlands, if you scroll down to creatures, fish, and forage.
Oh, yeah.
Picture.
Yep.
What is that rock in a top hat? Because he's cute.
I don't know, but I like him.
He looks like a tired.
I like him because he looks tired. Yeah.
He's got eye bags.
He looks like he looks like I do this week. Like
I'm wondering, like, seriously, he relates to you.
Yeah.
What if he's our new like butler friend, or like what if he's a plushie? I don't know, but he's cute. So I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
But yeah, I think like this gives a good overview of a lot of the pieces we're getting. And honestly, as I look at this fancy aristocrats decor, it looks like they blended the Bellflower set with the dragon one, whatever.
Dragon Tide, yep.
Yeah, it looks like they mixed the two together. I'm also, okay, are these Easter eggs? Do you see this like masquerade mask? I'm wondering if that's like maybe an outfit that's coming. Like
it could be. They gave us like hints about what some of the summer updates will hold too, so I wonder if it's some of that.
Ooh. And then if you go up, this is giving very like Alice in Wonderland kind of, with like the rubies and the Queen of Hearts and the dice and the cards.
And then the like clock above it, the like melted clock.
Yes. I'm getting so many vibes. Honestly, that's a really cool Sernuk as well. So if you haven't seen this yet, go check it out on their website. There's a lot of good like information and visuals, and they put out that video of it. So I'm excited. And on top of it, so on top of this update that's coming out on May 12th, starting today, yes, because today is the 21st. So by the time this episode comes out, everyone will have already seen this. Palia has officially hit 10 million players and are doing their 10 million player celebration. So that's going to run from now until May 11th. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's going to be login rewards, like daily. If you log in under your dailies menu, you either have to do a daily, or is it like just a check-in?
No,
and you get a reward?
Yep. Okay. So there are 10 steps. It basically shows up as like a new lunar path.
Okay.
And there's like 10 steps that you can unlock, but it only takes like one like coin to unlock each step, and you get a coin for logging in each day. So all you have to do is like log in, go to that dailies tab, collect your like login reward coin, and then you can go into the lunar path associated with the 10 million player celebration and redeem like that day's prize. So the first day is a mystery outfit. Like, and everybody gets a different mystery outfit. So
fun.
So cool. And then there's like throughout, and then I think like the next 4 are plushies. And then at the end, like the very last one is another mystery outfit. So you have a chance to get 2 free mystery outfits over the course of this like 10 million player celebration. And all you have to do is log in on 10 unique days between April 21st and May 11th, which is the day before the update.
Gorgeous. And this is like, these are not just outfits. These are like premium shop.
It could be
real money outfits.
Yeah. It's what you would pay money for.
It's really funny. I'm kind of cracking up watching like people post. They're like, this was my free outfit. This is what she got. And it was like one girl got this beautiful dress and then the other person got the hot dog suit. And so I'm kind of nervous to log in.
So you haven't done yours yet?
I haven't.
Okay,
and I'm kind of
mine.
nervous. Okay. Which one did you get?
So here's the thing. I play this a lot. Basically, if an outfit comes out that I like, I buy it because this is my job.
Yes.
And I'm going to be running around in it a lot, and it's worth it.
Yes.
However, I got the D&D outfit, like the one where you like are like a gamer, like it's like the board game. So I have like you have like the little dice that fall around you, which I don't see myself wearing it a whole lot. However, I have always thought it was a cool outfit.
Yes.
Like, I
And
always thought it was a cool outfit, even though I don't see myself wearing it a whole lot.
I think that one, it has pants. It's like a pants shirt. Okay, I think the pants of that set are a pair of pants I've wanted for like a combo outfit.
Yeah.
And I've never bought it because I was like, I don't know, like I like them, but I never bought that. So I think that's a win because
I think
you
it is
got,
too.
like,
I'll take it.
pieces.
Right. Yeah. 1,000%.
Better than the hot dogs too. I mean, someone got the horse head. Okay, someone's free outfit was the horse head.
No.
And I'm like, I don't want that. I'm picky. I'm going to get the freaking horse head or like something silly. I don't know. So we'll log in. I'll do that. This really did get me excited about the game again. I feel like I have kind of overdone it with Pokopia a little bit. Like I am feeling a little bit of burnout with it. So I do think
balance
I'm
is
ready.
Important. Yeah.
Yes, I think I'm ready to balance it and kind of I really missed last update in Palia. So I'm excited to like dip my toes back in the water before, like now's the time to kind of get back into the game before the big update. And I'm feeling excited about it. So I think now's the time. I'm going to get a cute outfit, hopefully redo my character maybe a little bit, get her going, like feel good about where I'm at and reconfigure my ABXYs because I'm like going to be backwards on my Xbox controller.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And
versus the Switch controller. What I will say is another part of this update that we haven't mentioned yet was that we're finally getting the option to spend coins on new colorways for the existing outfits.
Yes.
Which I think is huge. And I am so excited for that. Like we were like teased that what felt like a year ago and haven't gotten it. And so we're finally getting it and I'm really excited.
And that's using like the tickets, right? Like if we use the tickets to unlock new colorways. Okay. I've done it here and there, but for some reason I feel like it always froze or like never actually worked when I tried it. So that is amazing.
You can do it for like hair and makeup right now, but that's it.
Okay. And then for outfits, like if I just put on my favorite outfit, like I could possibly change it to like a different color.
Yes.
That's bananas. That is like amazing. It's amazing, unheard of, fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love that like customization option rather than just having to like buy an outfit in 5 colorways and it costs you more because you like 2 different colors, but they're not in the same set. That's amazing. Truly, I think they did a great job. I'm happy that they slowed down the way that they did with some of their updates recently to really focus on this because I love everything that's in this one. Truly, I think it's going to be great. So May 12th is going to be the big day. And right now we've got our 10 million player celebration going.
Big stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff for, and we're perfectly at the time of like people are maybe hitting burnout. Tomodachi Life came out this week.
A lot of people have been playing that.
It looks fun. I wasn't ready for it yet. Probably won't be ready for it for a little bit still, but I think this is a good time to like get back in. Maybe I'll try some mouse controls in Palia, like keyboard and mouse playing. Instead of like fighting to get back into a controller, maybe I'll just start figuring it out that way, which I've never done.
Right.
I've never done that before.
Definitely a different experience.
I feel like I need my keyboard all the way to the left then. What do people do if they're left-handed? Are there left-handed mice? You know what I mean?
I think you might just get used to having them. I don't know.
How terrible does that sound? I feel really bad for anyone who has a left hand.
There's a lot of things I think I don't think about with people who are left-handed.
No, my mom's left-handed and my daughter is too. And you're telling me she's going to... I think we might be onto a trademark here. We might have to create something, girl.
I mean, maybe that. Maybe people who are left-handed, you put the mouse in their left hand and then we just don't know.
Their right click is with their index finger and their left click is with their middle finger.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask my mom.
Yeah.
If you're left-handed, let us know.
Was the mouse ever on the other side of the computer when your mom was using it?
I don't remember. It was on a cord. It could have been wherever. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Well, if any of you are left-handed, let us know.
Please tell us because we're
Let
confused.
us know. Mandy, that is all I have for you this week. A good catch up. Thank you all so much for listening to me talk about poop for so long.
And truly, thank you all so much for bearing with us last week. There was, so much going on and we will always support everyone taking a break when they need it and focusing on you when you have to. So thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for understanding that, life happens.
Life happens.
And sometimes you just need to take a break. And Teddy, I'm just glad that, you're not out of the poop yet, but like, I feel like we may be on an upward trajectory. So
I'm hoping so.
Fingers crossed for you. We're excited to catch up next week, and we'll keep you in our thoughts going into your procedure. And I better get a video, okay?
Okay.
All right, friends. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we will catch up with you all next week.
Bye, friends.
Bye.